place. So children, we have completed our chapter number 6, integers, right? So there were 3 exercises in chapter number 6. Now we have to start with our next chapter, that is chapter number 4, basic geometrical ideas. Okay, basic geometrical ideas. Geometry word, have you heard? Okay, we have already done geometry in our class 4th and 5th. Okay, so what are points you have learned in geometry in your class 5? Can anybody tell me? Yes, so we have learned point, line segment, line, intersecting lines, parallel lines, curves, open curves, closed curves, right? Angles. These all things we have already done. Okay. So now we have to recall all those things again. Okay. In this class also. And we have to start with our exercise question. But before that, we have to start recalling all the things which we have done in geometry in our previous class.
Hello children. We know that all geometric figures are built by basic figures like points, lines, line segments, rays, and planes. Let us revise these basic figures and also learn about intersecting lines, parallel lines, and perpendicular lines. Plane. A plane is a flat surface. It extends infinitely in all directions. It has no boundaries. Point. A point indicates a position in space. It has no length, breadth, or thickness. P, R, and S are all points in space. We read them as point P, point R, and point S. Line. A line contains an infinite number of points. The arrows at the ends of a given line indicate that it has no beginning or end. That is, a line extends in both directions. Look at this line. We represent it with letters and the symbol of the line above them like this. We read it as line PQ or line QP. Look at this line. Any 2 points on a line can be used to name it, such as line AB, line BC, line AC, line CB, line CA, or line BA. Now, look at this line. We can also name and read the line by a single small letter. For example, line L. Line segment. A line segment contains a finite number of points. It is a fixed distance between 2 points on a line. It has 2 endpoints. Here, DE is a line segment. It is written as DE or ED. Now, let us see how to measure a line segment. The distance between 2 points is called the length of the segment. To measure a line segment, we use a ruler. A ruler is marked with centimeters. Each centimeter is divided into 10 parts. Each part is 1 millimeter. Now, let's solve an example. Measure the line segment XY. Thus we say the length of line segment XY is equal to 5.3 centimeters. Next is ray. A ray contains an infinite number of points. A ray has one end point. The other end of the ray is extended indefinitely. XY is a ray. It can be read only as ray XY, as we always start from the end point. Do not read it as ray YX. It is written as shown. This ray can be read as ray AB, ray AC. Now, let us learn about intersecting lines. When two lines meet at one point, they are called intersecting lines. Here, line AB and CD meet at point P. Hence, line AB and line CD are called intersecting lines. Coming to parallel lines. Two lines that are at the same distance and do not meet are called parallel lines. Here, line AB and line CD are parallel lines. We read it as line AB is parallel to line CD. We write it as shown. Kids, look here. Two lines drawn on either side of a ruler are parallel lines. We know that a polygon is a closed geometrical figure bounded by 3 or more line segments. Now, let us look at some of the polygons. A triangle is a three-sided polygon. A quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. A pentagon has 5 sides. A hexagon has 6 sides. A 7-sided polygon is called a septagon. An 8-sided polygon is called an octagon. A 9-sided polygon is called a nonagon. And a 10-sided polygon is called a decagon.
Curves. Suppose we keep a pencil on a paper and doodle it without lifting it up. The drawing straight or non-straight so formed when we doodle a pencil on a paper without lifting it is called a curve. A curve can be straight, such as line segment or a line. If curve does not cross itself, then it is a simple curve. Sometimes the ends of the curves are joined. Such curves are called closed curves. Those curves whose ends are not joined are called open curves.
As you know, an angle is formed by two rays that have a common point. Here, ray QP and ray QR are called the two arms of the angle. The common point Q is the vertex of the angle. We write this angle using letters and symbols as. When naming an angle, the vertex is always the middle letter of the 3 letters, or only the vertex is used. The other 2 letters in the name of an angle may be interchanged. We read it as angle PQR or angle RQP or angle Q. Now, let's solve a few examples. Read each angle. Name the 2 rays, vertex and angle. Look at the figure on the board. The 2 rays are ray CB and ray CD. Here, point C is the vertex of the angle. Here the angle is angle BCD or angle DCB.
I hope you all like this video. So children, now we have to start with our exercise 4.3. Yes, why 4.3? 4.1 and 4.2 we are not going to do because these were the some basic concepts that we have already done in our class 4 and class 5. So now we have to start with exercise 4.3, and as I have already informed you that we are going to cut short your syllabus, so the exercise which will not be needed, we are going to cut them. Okay, so now we are going to start with exercise 4.3. So first question is, name the angles in the given figure. How do we name the angles? But we can see from the figure itself that there are 4 angles. This A, B, C and D. One method is to write angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. But what is another method? Another method to write these angles is angle DAB. Angle DAB. So this is also equal to angle A. Then angle ABC. Angle ABC is equal to angle B. Then what about angle C? Angle BCD. Okay, and angle D is equal to angle CDA. But why I have written DAB? I can write it as angle BAD also. Yes, that will also be correct. Angle BAD. Only thing is the angle which you are going to mention. जिस भी angle को आप mention करने जा रहे हो, suppose you are taking this angle A. तो वो आपका सेंटर में आना चाहिए. Okay? अब and other than that you start from D or you start from B. That is your wish. So you can write it as angle DAB or you can write it as angle BAD. That's your own wish. Likewise, angle ABC or you can write it as angle CDA. This B should be in between. Likewise, you can write angle C and angle D also. Okay. Now let's come to next question. Then question number 2 is, in the given diagram, name the points. We have given this diagram and we have to name the given points. First part is in the interior of angle DOE. Which point is there on the interior of angle DOE? As it is clear from the name interior. Interior means उस angle के inside. उस angle के inside. So which point is there on the interior of angle DOE? DOE के interior में कौन सा point है? Point A. So we can write here point A. Okay. Then we have in the exterior of angle EOF. Angle EOF के exterior. Exterior means outside that angle. तो उसके बाहर कौन सा point है? Point C. So we can write here point C. Right? Then we have on angle EOF. Angle EOF के ऊपर कौन सा point है? उसके ऊपर point है point B. Okay. So this was the solution of question number 2. Now let's come to next question. Then the next question is, draw rough diagrams of two angles such that they have one point in common. So what are we going to do here? The question is, draw rough diagrams of two angles. हमें two angles का एक rough diagram बनाना है such that they have one point in common. ताकि उनमें एक point common. We have to draw two angles. going to start in our next lecture. So that's all for today, children. Thank you so much. Goodbye.